Welcome back to the Early Nerds podcast for episode 4 this time. We are going to be discussing the Multiverse Spider-Man. I also wanted to give a shout out to my brother for making some really cool art that has actually been posted on a couple of our social medias and a couple of our episodes. So huge thank you to him. Other than that, our normal sponsor is going to be Dubby today. Click the link down in the description and you will get yourself 10% off of some merch. Other than that, we're going to get into this episode. Today we have our first guest star, which is going to be T-Man. Introduce yourself, buddy. How you doing?
Hi, that's me.
And of course, we also have our co-host CJ.
Hello.
Awesome. So today I'm going to be teaching you guys about Multiverse Spider-Man, just because the Miles Morales movie Into the Spider-Verse has came out, and I thought it'd be, something interesting to talk about. We got a couple of some good ones. What we're also going to do is we're going to play a little game while I'm discussing these for you. It's a little game I like to call, fact or cap, which means fact if this person deserves to be in this rank, because I made a list of 40 Spider-Men, and I want you guys to just listen to everything that has to say about them, and then tell me if you think they deserve to be in this place or if they need to be higher up, like, fact, or cap if like, no, that's false. All right, first, we are going to start with number 40, which is the Golden Sponge Cake Spider-Man.
Golden Sponge Cake.
Golden Sponge Cake Spider-Man. So, number 40, Golden Sponge Cake Spider-Man is an alternate Spider-Man that was actually from a crossover between Hostess Snack and Marvel. Everyone in his universe actually uses Hostess Snack cakes to fight crime. So that means like Wolverine has like fucking ho-hos when he pulls all his claws and stuff. And Spider-Man throws like Twinkies at people. And you can see like in the picture, Electro's eating one of the Twinkies that he threw at him. So other than that though, his abilities are obviously hilarious, but he actually died really early on in the Spider-Verse comic books because,
he's
powers,
dead.
Yeah, he's dead because his powers suck.
No.
Yeah, he's fucking gone.
I feel like this is just Tallahassee of the Spider-Verse.
Fucking pretty much.
I guess that's what you get for being bitten by a radioactive Twinkie.
Oh my god. So what do we think, dude? Does he deserve number 40 factor cap?
40 out of 40?
Yeah, 40 out of 40.
Yeah, definitely. I don't like Hostess. I find their stuff to be not great quality, so fitting.
What about you, T-Man?
Oh, I think he deserves better than 40.
Oh, what the fuck? Why?
Because he just throws Twinkies at people and he fights crime. How did he die so early? What are the villains that he has to deal with in that universe?
He's fighting Electro in that picture right there.
I see that, but he's eating Electro's eating a Twinkie.
You think throwing Twinkies at like superior Spider-Man is going to help you survive?
It worked for me.
You let me know how that works out, okay, bud? Jesus.
No, that's fair.
All right. God damn. All right. So coming in at number 39, we have Peter Porker, Spider-Ham. You guys may have seen him in the first Miles Morales movie. He is the Spider-Man that is a pig. Let me give you a little bit of information about him. Peter Porker is the version of Spider-Man in an alternate universe where literally every superhero and person from the universe most fans know and love is actually some sort of animal, including Doctor Strange, the crocodile counterpart of Doctor Strange, and Whoopi Goldfish, who is just a Whoopi Goldfish as a goldfish.
I like how those are the two notable heroes of that universe are just Doctor Strange and Whoopi Goldberg.
Yep. Much like any other alternate Spider-Man, Spider-Ham has relatively similar abilities to Spider-Man, including super strength, web slinging, and abilities to stick to walls. His only downside is the fact that he's the size of a pig, which proves problematic when he's up against normal-sized enemies from a different universe.
If I'm not mistaken, I think he was actually a spider that got bitten by a radioactive pig or radioactive human or something.
I believe so. I think that's true.
I love how he has like two sets of eyes. One for his nostrils so he can breathe, and then one for his actual eyes.
I didn't notice that. I just seen that. He's got the Spider-Man logo on his freaking nose. All right, so gentlemen, what do we think? Factor cap
I think he goes up higher on the or on the list.
up higher on the
Yeah,
list?
he'd have to be in the actual like first Spider-Verse movie.
See, the reason I put him at number 39 is because you got to think if he goes up against anyone else in another universe, they're gonna punt that motherfucker like he's Chucky.
I don't know. He did pretty good in the first movie.
He did, but he also got his ass beat.
I mean,
They all did.
considering the person immediately below him is Twinkie Man, I think we should give Spider Ham a little bit higher on the list.
Okay, we'll give him another rating here in a minute.
Did you rank these?
Fuck yeah, I rate these.
No, because now I know it's gonna be some bullshit.
All right, so at number 38, we have Dr. Aaron Ackman, which is another version of Spider-Man. You may have seen this Spider-Man because he, I believe, is a version that you can play in the Spider-Man PS4 game. You can actually swing around in this outfit. Unlike most of the other Spider-Men, Dr. Aaron Ackman actually chooses to undergo the experiment of Spider-Man rather than being bit by it. He combined his DNA with a spider, but it didn't quite work out that way. And in order to fully utilize his powers, he built himself a mechanical suit. While he's truly strong of a superhero in a fight, he's not quite up to the same power level as any of the other Peter Parkers. While the suit certainly makes him strong, without it, his powers are practically futile. So what do we think about this guy? Factor Cappy belongs in this position.
Fact. Sounds worthless. Sounds like a shitty Iron Man.
Pretty
Cool outfit.
It is. It's a nice outfit. It's pretty sleek, but he is pretty much a
I don't
shitty
like
Iron
it.
Man. You don't like the boots? I'm guessing it's the boots.
I don't like the boots. I don't like his gloves. I don't like his shoulders. Look at they're so pointy. I don't know what that stuff is on his head. He just looks worthless.
Do we think Spider-Ham belongs in this position rather than him?
Yeah.
What about you, CJ?
I don't know. I think Spider Ham deserves better.
Yeah.
Better than that one too?
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Okay. All right. All right, so we'll move on then. We're heading to number 36, which is Spider-Girl, aka Penelope Parker. Send you guys the picture here real quick. There she is. Spider-Girl Penelope Parker. She's so adorable. Yeah, she's so adorable.
This is my number 5 for sure.
So
She's a badass.
she is one of the more cartoonish of the Spider-Men from the Spider-Men and women from the Spider-Verse. She is the youngest to iterate Spider-Man. Penelope Parker developed her Spidey powers at the young age of 11 while on a class field trip. Much like every other version of Spider-Man, while she doesn't appear to have regular Spider-Man powers, much like the other Peter Parkers, she lacks brute strength. At the age she is now, she is one of the Spider-Verse's lower tier heroes. So, do we think she deserves position 37?
Yeah, she's a child.
What about you, CJ?
Is this the version where all the Marvel heroes are little kids?
I believe so, yes.
Or is this Peter? Is this like Peter's daughter?
No. This is Penelope Parker from another universe.
Okay.
I actually have to check that though. She might actually be Peter Parker's daughter because her name is Penelope
In that
Parker.
universe.
Yeah, she might be, but I'm pretty sure she's from
yeah.
the universe where where all the kids, like all the Avengers and stuff, are kids.
I figure that's probably a good spot for her then.
Yeah,
All right,
I agree.
sounds good. So we'll move on to number 36, Spider Monkey. I'm dead serious. It's legit Spider Monkey. It's
Oh, I know.
Yeah, Spider Monkey.
There's an entire universe of Marvel characters where all of them are Marvel apes.
Yep.
Because you have Captain Ape America, you have Iron Mandarin. Yeah, just every single hero is a monkey. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they might have also had a mix up with the Marvel Zombies universe.
Yes, they did.
Can they talk in this universe?
Yes, they can.
Okay.
They're like literally like intelligent beings. Like think of, do you know who Gorilla Grodd is?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, he's like they're like a bunch of him walking around. but not actually all apes and stuff, you know.
So instead of like the animated Spider-Ham universe, this
Mm-hmm.
is just like a more 3D graphic universe of everyone being animals also.
Uh,
Except they're all
yes and
monkeys.
no. They're all monkeys specifically.
Okay. Different kinds of monkeys or apes?
Yeah, so the Spider Ham, everybody's more like Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny and stuff like that, like Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Whereas this is a universe entirely like Planet of the Apes. Basically, it was monkeys or primates that became the kind of dominating race or species rather than humans. So,
Yep. So let me give you a little bit of information about Spider Monkey, okay? So, like our good friend CJ was telling us, he is from an alternate universe as the Marvel Apes, where pretty much every human is now some sort of ape. Peter Parker, who you could imagine was a monkey that was bitten by a radioactive spider, once again. While Spider Monkey does possess essentially the same powers as the Peter Parker that most people know, his monkey physique does unfortunately have its limitations. At least when he is against a human foe in Spider-Man verse. Additionally, his intelligence was scaled down a bit, considering that he is a monkey. So he's not that great at strategizing in a fight, but he's just not as good as his other counterparts, his human counterparts to be specific.
So instead of slinging webs, he just slings shit at people.
Oh my god. What the? Possibly. What do we think? Do we think Spider Monkey deserves position number, what the hell are we on? 36.
Yeah, I could see that.
yeah, why not?
Do we think Spider Ham is stronger than Spider Monkey?
Yes.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Well, yeah.
God damn, he's like a fucking
He's a fucking Looney Tunes character. You know how much they go through? He could absorb like a hammer to the head and then just get right back up, get flattened, and then just stand up. Pull himself back together.
That's a grown ass gorilla. I mean, ape.
He's a Looney Tunes character and he is not a gorilla. That is an ape.
Okay, think of anything that like the Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote could get up to, and that's just basically Spider Ham.
Exactly.
Whereas Spider Monkey is just an animal with a Spider-Man costume on, essentially.
Tom and Jerry.
You guys are going hard for Spider Ham. God damn. I feel outnumbered here. What the fuck?
I feel like he belongs middle of the tiers because I know that there are some spider people that are definitely insanely crazy. So.
Yes, there are. I can't wait to get into those ones. So coming in at I put this one here just literally because it's funny as hell. Number 35, we have Pete Spider-Man. It's literally just Peter-Man. I mean, Peter-Man. Peter Parker, just regularly Peter Parker.
It's just Tobey Maguire.
It's legit. It's just Tobey Maguire.
Really?
Yeah. In Edge of Spider-Man verse number 4, introduced in one of the most deliberating disappointment variants of all time, Peter is a man whose last name appears to be Spider-Man. He also working as a certified public accountant and taking pride in his award-winning lawn. While his variant of Spider-Man does have the Spider-Man powers, they are to that of a slighter out of shape Spider-Man. Between that and his overwhelming dorkiness, he doesn't do much to endear himself to his fellow spider people. So he just takes pride in his lawn, works as an accountant, and that's about it.
Take
bottom of the list.
Bottom of the
I was gonna
list.
say I'd take Tallahassee Spider-Man over this guy.
Oh fuck, Jesus! So he's 40 now.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say so.
All right, he is number 40 now.
He's just a dude.
But it's funny.
I'd rather bring Hostess Man with me because at least he could produce some sort of powers.
But he got killed though. He's dead.
Hey, it's the multiverse.
Okay. So coming in at number 34, we have the Lady Spider. Let me send you a picture. She actually looks pretty fucking cool if I do say so myself.
Is that the steampunk one?
Yep.
Oh, that
Yeah,
was
that's
pretty
her.
cool.
So, Lady Spider is May Riley, an alternate younger version of Aunt May. She was the daughter of a well known scientist in the universe she came from. One day, May snuck into her father's lab and was bitten by one of the spiders he had there. Unfortunately, unlike the other alternate Spider Man, the spider did not give her any abilities, but it did teach her another lesson: don't let anyone cage you. The spider don't sorry, don't. The spider didn't grant her powers, but yet it did give her inspiration. May went on to build her own mechanical enhanced spider suit with arms on the back of her body resembling the Iron Spider suit that we see in the Marvel Avengers movie that he wears in, I believe it was it Endgame? Or he wore it in both. Yeah, he wore it in Endgame and in Infinity Wars. Other than that, she lacks the brute strength of the other Spider-Man, so that's kind of why I put her at number 34. What do we think about Lady Spider? Does she deserve this position?
I think that's fair. I mean,
Wait, the spider didn't actually do anything?
No,
no,
no.
D-
Yeah, she just
Okay.
got bit by a spider.
it gave her inspiration
Yeah, it gave her a lesson. Don't let anyone cage you. That's
in
it.
a big welt where he bit her.
I don't understand why that's such a vital part of her backstory then.
Because it's the multiverse, baby.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, you don't see anybody else walking around just going, "Oh, I got bit by a mosquito yesterday.
And
I'm
it
gonna
did
become a
give me.
superhero."
Oh no, Drake Bell did that in what is it called? Superhero movie.
I haven't seen it.
You never see that? You didn't see the
No.
Dragonfly? Oh man, it's such a good movie. It's hilarious. So you guys said she deserves number 34.
Yeah, it's a cool
Yeah.
costume.
All
Yeah.
right.
And I think it's cool that she's just fighting crime and helping out, even though she doesn't have any powers.
Even though she got bit by a useless spider.
We're just a regular spider.
All right. So at number 33, we have Spider Man.
Is this also?
Yes, yes, it is. So, in an alternate universe, on the day Peter Parker was supposed to be bitten by a radioactive spider, he happened to forget his lunch. Desperately to make sure that her nephew would be fed, Aunt May rushed to the location of his field trip where she was bitten by the spider rather than Peter Parker. It wasn't long before that Aunt May took on the persona of Spider-Man, taking to the streets to make sure her neighborhood was a better place. While she has about the same amount of strength as the classic Peter Parker, it is no secret that her old age and fragile body did keep her on the lower power level of the Spider-Verse. So she's got.
I bet her cookies are fire.
Oh fuck yeah! Look at those
So
spider
does
cookies. You said what, buddy?
Does she actually like swing from webs, and does she
Yep.
actually fight crime, or is it more so that she just bake cookies?
Nah, dude, she fights.
Does she?
Yeah.
That's
Huh.
pretty dope. No, yeah, that's deserved then.
She's just, she's old. She can't do a lot. She can't like if someone with Doc Ock was to throw a fucking car at her, I'm pretty sure she'd probably like break a knee or something.
Just displace her hip.
Yep. She's got to use that fucking that cream that old people rub on their knees and shit before she goes out
Gold
swinging.
Bond.
Yeah. No, not Gold Bond.
It's not
No, what's that fucking the cream that they put on their knees when their joints
icy
lock
hot.
up?
See, I picture her as like a Yoda-esque character. Whereas like when she's walking around in her daily life, she has like a cane or a crutch, and then, she just busts out and starts slinging webs and flying through the sky.
That is essentially what she is. She's legit like the Yoda of the Marvel universe.
Well, if she's Yoda, then she's number one, but
No, she's not. Luke, there's another Skywalker.
no, I think her position's fair.
Very fair. You think so too, buddy?
Sure. I mean, I still feel like any breeze could probably knock her over, but yeah.
Oh my God. You're being ruthless with these ones, man. I'm loving it.
It's cold outside in New York. Her joints are all fucked up. Arthritis.
Oh my God. That's what it is. The arthritis cream. What the hell is it called? That's what she rubs on her fucking
I don't
knees.
remember.
God damn it. So moving on. Coming in at number 32, we have Old Man Spider. He looks fucking sick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So At number 32, Old Man Spider is another alternate Spider-Man. After Peter Parker passed away, Ezekiel Sims took on the persona of Spider-Man, which was an identity he held for several years before the events of the Spider-Man verse came into his life. By this point, he was an old man serving as the Spider-Man version of Old Man Logan. Old Man Spider-Man basically has the same abilities as Peter Parker. He is also a little worn down due to his old age. However, this doesn't stop him from being one of the most battle-ready heroes in the entire Spider universe. So, old man's ready to throw hands.
Yeah, that's funny. That's what I was thinking of when you said that. I was like, if they had a movie about this guy, he would just be Peter, but it's not even Peter Parker.
Thought this was Uncle Ben for a long time. I didn't
Oh,
realize it
really?
was just another dude.
Yep, it's just
Oh, I want to see the alternate reality where Uncle Ben is Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like
Well, there is one. I guess I
Really?
thought that it was this outfit, but I believe I'm mistaken then.
it's kind of like that episode of SpongeBob where they're like, "How many times we gotta teach you this lesson, old man?" They just start whooping his ass. um, so one of my favorites is coming up at number 31.
Well, hey, do we think he belongs at 32?
Oh, yeah, shit. Yep, yep. Good catch, buddy. Thank you. Do we believe that Old Man Spider belongs in position number 32?
Yeah.
Yep.
He's cool.
I believe so too. So at number 31, we have one of my favorites, Noir Spider-Man.
Man,
Yeah,
the cage.
Yeah, the fucking cage. So if you've ever seen any of the Spider-Verse movies, he is played by Nicolas Cage in the 1930s era. Peter Parker, who doesn't have any particular spider-like abilities, but that doesn't mean he's not a formidable foe. This version of Spider-Man operates much like the Punisher with a healthy dose of Sherlock Holmes. Spider-Man Noir has a rich history of training as a fighter and takes to the streets to investigate crimes. Once he has solved crimes, he takes it upon himself to take out the criminals. He has no powers, but his web slingers still give him an advantage on other people he tracks. So, what do we think about Spider-Man Noir? Does he deserve position number 31?
What do you think, CJ?
I think he's pretty cool. I mean, I like the fact that he's a lot more detective than he is like web slinger. He does a lot of sleuthing and kind of the you know Sherlock Holmes type stuff, which I kind of enjoy in this type of stories. I definitely think that he goes well in this spot.
Yeah, I think that's fair with like no superhuman abilities. He's one of my favorites overall, though.
Yep.
hmm
Definitely one of the top notch Spider-Man in the multiverse.
Well, oh my God, why can't I think of his name? With the mask that moves. Why can't I think of his name right now?
Rorschach.
Rorschach. That's what he reminds me of. Is like a Rorschach type character.
Oh yeah,
Detective. Like he's more detective than anything. But why has he got a Tommy gun?
He uses guns sometimes.
yeah. He doesn't. I mean, he has web slingers, but he doesn't use them that often.
Nah, he will definitely shoot your ass.
Yeah, he relies a lot more with like hand-to-hand combat than web slinging.
Yeah, no, I think that's deserved on a power scaling.
So, moving on. Coming in at number 30, we have Hobgoblin Spider-Man, or aka just Hobgoblin. So, this is actually Peter Parker.
Oh.
No shit.
Fuck you. In one alternate universe, following the loss of Gwen Stacy at the hands of Green Goblin, Peter Parker turned to his darker instincts and took the life of Green Goblin in revenge. He retired his Spider-Man identity and became the Goblin himself, becoming much more of a fearsome enforcer of his universe. The only reason he isn't higher on this list, to be honest, is because everyone knows he has a lot of mental issues, and those kind of stunt him sometimes. He was originally supposed to be recruited by the Spider-Verse, but he declined because he didn't really trust them. He learned that one of the people that was recruiting him was actually one of the Gwens from the multiverse, and he ended up sacrificing his life for her.
You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Oh my god. I can't express how much I hate you. Do we think Hobgoblin deserves position number 30? So he can still do all of his Spider-Man stuff, but he just, like,
Why does he have a glider then?
because he acts like the Goblin to strike fear into people.
I don't know. I don't think he's doing it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like him.
So position 30 is his.
Yeah, I mean probably.
I'd say swap him with Noir.
So swap him with Noir.
Oh yeah, you got to. Yeah, no, swap him with Old Man Spider.
Noir is at 30. Old Man Spider is at 31.
31.
And Hobgoblin Spider-Man is at 32.
Sure.
Sounds good. All right. Next coming up, we have Webweaver. So, Cooper Cohen made his weaves in the months before he debuted as Marvel's first homosexual Spider-Man in the Edge of Spider-Verse #5. Webweaver is more than just another Spider-Man in a sea of variants. He is an icon of fashion as well as a noble spirit who gained spider-based powers when he saved his version of Peter Parker from being bit by a radioactive spider. Webweaver has all the best traits of Spider-Man and always puts others ahead of himself. Cohen's powers are also slightly refined. His web sense keeps him out of most dangers. He might not be the most powerful of the Spider-Man variants, but he embodies the best parts of Spider-Man.
That's pretty dope.
What do we think about Webweaver?
I think he's got a great sense of fashion.
I know his suit's pretty fucking snifty.
I can't stop looking at the Spider-Man in a wheelchair on the left of him on the picture. Like, you know that dude's a badass.
Do you see him just dragging that dude right behind him?
Doctor.
Yeah.
It's definitely interesting that they're actually doing something different with the colors.
I know, right?
Yeah. Look around him. Everybody else is red. Even the T-Rex is red.
I say he deserves the spot that he's in.
Deserves the spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got all the same powers as Peter Parker.
Sweet. So moving on, we have Spider-Man Tokia Yoshimura.
I love this one.
I couldn't find a good fucking picture of this guy, so this is the best I got for you. So you're gonna have to take it. So let me.
Oh my god.
Let me. If you can find a better one, CJ, let me know, buddy.
Oh yeah, I love Japanese Spider-Man. He's so weird and bizarre.
When I learned about him, dude, I was fucking dying, man. So Spider-Man, I can't. Spider-Man.
Say it right.
Spider-Man. I can't fucking do it. He made his debut in the initial Japanese iteration of Spider-Man, with the TV show being adapted to audiences in the territory. A number of changes to the character, including slightly depowered set of abilities, thanks to the budget of the introduction of Takeo Yashimaru. Instead of Peter Parker, the character has since made his debut on Earth 616 in the comics and is well known for the mech he enters into battle, known as Leopardon.
Leopardon.
Yeah, Leopardon.
Godzilla.
Mm-hmm.
His powers are boosted in the giant robot, but Spider-Man is less skilled than other iterations of his variants.
Well, you said he was less killed?
Less skilled.
Less skilled.
I don't know. I mean, the fact that he has a giant robot mech that turns into a giant robot lion really does it for me.
Oh my god, these pictures, I just seen them.
I love Japanese
I can't
Spider-Man.
believe there was actually a show of this.
Oh yeah, I mean, basically, this was Japan's introduction to Spider-Man, and so it was the Japanese version of the show, but it was also influenced by the culture. And so, Spider-Man actually doesn't get bitten by a radioactive spider. He has an alien spider from Planet Spider crash land on Earth and give him spider-like powers, and then he fights a bunch of aliens. And so it's kind of like a mixture of Godzilla, where he fights the bad guys, but also like inspired the Power Rangers too.
That's what I was just thinking.
Because I want to say this came out like before Power Rangers even existed.
Well, what was the first one? It was was it not Time Force?
I don't know.
I was a super big Power Rangers fan as a kid, but that's what this reminds me of. This Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, I love this one so much. Surprise is not higher.
Dude, he's weak as shit. I could punch him in the face before he gets to that robot.
He has
Also,
no abilities. Just a
question.
bracelet.
Yes.
He has a giant robot mech
Mm-hmm.
from Planet Spider.
Okay.
He's Spider-Man. Why does the robot turn into a giant lion?
I don't get it. I'm asking why isn't it a big fucking like mech spider?
Because it's Japan.
That's the only reason.
Basically. He's also he also just does not care. He's a little more ruthless. If I remember correctly, his catchphrase isn't "with great power comes great responsibility." It is "I am the emissary of hell."
Jesus fuck. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh my
And
god.
I shall fight this great evil for the fate of all spiders.
Oh my god. Dude's a savage.
Dude's hardcore. I love him. His Japanese actor is also so wonderful as a human being. I love him so much.
Can you do it? Can you do the Spider-Man? Do it.
Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man Japan. You gotta put in his theme song in as well.
Change the apart all. 君はなぜ戦い続けるのか命をかけて一筋に無敵の男スパイダーマン
Oh yeah, I've never actually heard it. I've never actually watched this, so I'm kind of, now that you told me about it, I'm really gonna go watch this. Oh, did you guys say that he belongs in this spot or higher up?
I want to put him higher up.
That's
I
all
love
you
him
say.
so
That's up to
much.
CJ.
So we will put a pin in Spider-Man. All right.
I know CJ wants him in the top 10.
I love him so much.
So, next Spider-Man. I know every time I say it, I want to go like Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
See, telling you, he belongs up higher.
Next, coming in at number 27, we are at Spider-Man woman May Parker.
Is this a young May Parker? She looks.
I think this is Peter Parker's daughter, actually. I think this is Mayday.
Reality.
Yes, it is. It is. So, in an alternate universe, Peter Parker, who is still Spider-Man, and Mary Jane Watson ended up getting that happy ever after that they always dreamed of. They eventually had a daughter who they named May Parker after Peter's aunt. May inherited some of her father's spider-like abilities and took on the persona of Spider-Girl, eventually changing her title to Spider-Woman once she reached adulthood. May's spider abilities, unfortunately slightly weaker than her father's, slightly weaker than her father's, are the DNA she inherited from the mix between him and Mary Jane. Strictly Peter's DNA, regardless, Spider-Woman proved herself to be a fantastic fighter in her universe. So think of like a little bit weaker Spider-Man, essentially. Still has all the abilities.
I feel like all of these so far are just a little bit weaker Spider-Mans.
Yeah, well, we're only on 27.
No, I know. But I mean, there's so many multiversal spider people, things, apes, pigs. I mean, I feel like she does.
Oh, there's more animals. Trust me, they're on the list.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yep, there's more animals. Do we think that Spider-Girl May Parker deserves to be in this position of number 27?
I do.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Awesome. So moving on to position number 26, we are on the Sun Spider. I couldn't really find a good image of him, but this is the closest one that I have, I believe. If you find a better one, let me know. It's the guy on the left right there.
Wait, no, this is the dude that was in the wheelchair. Or the chick that was it was a chick that was in the wheelchair.
Oh wait, she's in a wheelchair as well too. It's a girl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yeah, no, that was the one in that other picture. For
Web Weaver.
Web Weaver, yeah, that was the one that was on the very left.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, I bet you that he kicks ass, but I bet you she kicks ass.
Nice. So, I was gonna say Spider-Man again. If there is one thing that Spider-Man variants have proved, it is that anyone can be a wall-crawling hero. Edge of the Spider-Verse #4 introduced Charlie Weber, aka Sun Spider. Weber lives with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Ehlers-Danlos syndrome.
What a name.
Seriously, man, say that fucking 6 times.
You already have.
I'm trying to get it down. And often dealt with ableism in her life. However, as Sun Spider, Charlotte, how do you fucking say that?
Charlotte.
I'm just gonna say Charlie. Charlie showed she was more than capable of handling anything that was thrown at her, utilizing a pair of crutches that doubled as a web shooter. Sun Spider is able to take out more powerful villains, such as her world's versions of Dr. Octopus. Weber is a resilient hero who won't let the world tell her what she can or can't do, making her one of the most bravest variants of Spider-Man.
She's a badass.
I know. I
She
think
seems
she's
pretty
fucking
cool.
Yeah, she seems fucking dope. Honestly,
I mean,
I'm kind of pissed I put her there. I just kind of like read like a brief overview of most of these because I didn't want to spoil too much for myself. I thought
Were we at 26?
25 now after Sun Spider.
Yeah, she travels around with her wheelchair strapped to her back too.
Yeah, I did not know that. I think
cool.
I think she deserves higher.
Yeah, me too.
Awesome. We'll put her higher.
Like, not only like she's already disabled and she's still over here kicking everybody's ass. How is she's attacking people with her fucking crutches?
Yep.
Yeah, they have built-in spider web shooters. Those are cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's fucking dope.
I'm looking at that. That's pretty cool.
I like that.
I like the character design for her a lot. Like if you looked at the left image, and she looks. Is it just me or does she look like orange, not red? It's like orange
A little
and
orange,
pink.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool. Keep her as a potential higher note.
I feel like we're all like at a table going through like multiversal things, going like, should we invite them to the table?
He's invited to the cookout.
Yeah, pretty much. The spider. Yeah. Some spiders definitely invited to the cookout, man. So, at number 25, we have Spider Girl Betty Bryant. I'm gonna send the picture.
Oh, really?
Yep. Boom. Spider Girl Betty Bryant.
What is that?
It's Spider Girl Betty Bryant.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
It's the only picture I can find. Don't fucking judge me.
I'm not
This is
judging
the
you.
only-
I'm judging her.
If this is the only comic strip that she's in, then maybe she shouldn't be in comics. The fuck am I looking at?
Okay. Holy shit.
Where do the webs connect? Because you can. She has the web underarm thing that like the classic Spider-Man had, but Spider-Man was wearing a full suit. Where does hers connect?
I don't.
It looks like some chick that just like mugged Spider-Man in the street and stole his shoes, gloves, and mask.
The Spider-Man cosplay.
Yeah, this is what you see when you go to Comic-Con.
I wouldn't be surprised if somebody dressed up like this on purpose, though.
Dude,
It is kind of risque.
This was a fucking great idea. That's all I got to say. This is fucking
39.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh my God.
Haven't even heard anything about her character, but I don't want her on higher than
I don't
these other
want
people.
to. Oh my God, Web Weaver's 10 times better. The fucking Hobgoblin Spider-Man. You go put this in front of Noir Spider-Man, and freaking just Peter because he's basically Logan.
Oh,
I thought you were
Or
talking about Peter,
Spider-Man.
like just Peter. like
No,
human Peter Parker.
I feel like Twinkie Spider-Man is better than this.
Eh.
I love Twinkie Spider-Man.
Oh my god. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a little bit of information about her.
No,
You guys,
this one's the free skip.
Give me a little bit of information,
Yeah, please.
and I'm gonna put her in 39.
okay. Oh shit! I gotta calm down for a second. That was funny as shit. You guys are tearing in there. In yet another Spider universe, daily. I don't even know if I want to do this. Okay. In yet another Spider universe, Daily Bugle employee Betty Bryant was bitten by a radioactive spider during Peter's field trip. Rather than Peter himself causing her to create the alternate identity of Spider-Girl, Spider-Girl's abilities were completely identical to those of the Peter Parker that most fans know. And she was even able to have similar equipment to our Spider-Man because Spider-Girl actually befriended the Peter Parker from her universe, who helped her make her web shooters and learn abilities. So she's just as good as the other
Sounds like a knockoff.
She pretty much is. And wearing
This is
that
the only
outfit.
picture you could find of her, so I know she's a knockoff.
Reminds me of those photos where it's like male armor in video games, and it's like a full knight's costume, and then it's like female costumes in video games, and it's just a chainmail bikini.
It's just a bra.
I mean, this photo does look like it's from the original like 80s run or 70s run comics, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was, an all-male cast
Sex
trying
sells.
to write a female character, so unfortunate.
What do you-
39.
I'm putting her in 40.
Jesus fuck.
Not because of her, but because of the people that made her.
Oh. Okay. So she's at 39 and in 40. She takes up both spots. She's that bad. Okay. So next we actually have another one of my personal favorites. I'm sending a picture right now. Bada boop. We have Moon
Spider-Man?
Spider. No. Spider-Man? Spider Moon Man at number 24. So coming in at number 24, we have Spider Moon Man. This is Peter Parker that came from an alternate universe where humanity found a way to colonize on the moon. He lived in New Lunar York, which is essentially just a more futuristic New York City. Outside of that, he has quite similar origins of Spider-Man. He was bitten by a radioactive Spider-Man. He worked at the Daily Bugle. He fell in love with Mary Jane, blah, blah, blah. Unfortunately, Spider-Moon Man was one of the first Spider-Men to lose his life during the Spider-Verse event, being taken out by the villain Morlun.
So it just sounds like Peter Parker with extra steps.
So the only difference between this Spider-Man and the other Spider-Man is this one went to the moon?
It's cool. He's on the moon. Moon Man Spider.
39. 39. Nah, keep him in his spot, and there ain't nothing special about him.
He's on the
In terms
moon.
of power, yeah, I can understand why he'd be high up. In terms of coolness, though, he's
But he's on the moon. New Lunar York.
It's just regular Spider-Man, but on the moon.
Oh my god.
I thought this was gonna be like, a combination of Spider-Man and Moon Knight or something.
Yeah, me too.
Oh god. What about your ranking, CJ?
I think Sun Spider deserves a better spot.
Yeah,
So swap the two of them.
With who?
Sun Spider.
The wheelchair one,
Oh yeah, for sure.
because she's cool.
She is. She's really cool. I wish I would have did a little bit more reading on these because then I actually would have been given it. I just kind of wanted to, not ruin most of this for myself because this is also somewhat new to me too. Not really, but I've like glossed over them. All right. So coming in at number 23, we have Spider UK. Billy Braddock was a version of Spider-Man located in Britain in one particular alternate universe. alternate. I'm not. Now I'm saying that
Alternate.
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 Yeah, I'm fucking words up today, man. I'm on one. Alternate universe. Billy was actually training under Capital Britain. Jesus. In his universe before he found out that he had acquired abilities similar to those of the Spider-Man located in New York. He soon created a similar persona with a UK twist. A new Spider UK called Zarana Zarari made her debut recently in the Edge of the Spider-Man universe 2. Apart from the requisite suit of spider powers, Zarana Zarari has electrochemical powers, as well as she was a major help in solving the recent crisis of the Spider-Verse caused by the Wasp goddess Sathara. Fuck, that was a lot.
CJ, what was the one you sent? Was that the
I think that was Billy.
American?
That's the original Spider UK.
Okay. Are they in this? Do they coexist in the same universe?
Yes.
Okay.
So she took out the mantle from this version.
Okay.
What do we think about Zarina?
So other than her electromagnetic,
Chemical,
whatever,
electrochemical.
electrochemical powers, she's the same as Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I think she's pretty standard.
She's
She can
pretty
stay
cool.
there. I like her outfit design for sure.
Mm-hmm. Whatever happened to original Spider UK? Did he just retire, or?
I honestly don't know. We're gonna have to come back and touch on some of these ones and follow up on these universes.
He looks pretty cool too.
He does. I like how it's a little bit more blue and shiny.
Mm-hmm.
It's also just half of the Union Jack.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that's basically every UK-based spider hero.
or superhero probably in general.
Yeah, because Captain Britain has the Britain flag on his shield too.
Do we think that she deserves position number 23? Yay or nay?
Yeah, why not?
Sure.
Sounds good. So she shall remain in that position. All right. Coming in at number 22, we have Pavitira Prabhanakara. I don't know how to pronounce that. So
Is it Spider-Man India?
yes.
Oh yeah.
You picked one you couldn't pronounce.
I mean, it's cool.
Oh shit! Yeah, her.
Right.
Is this a female?
I was just about to say I'm not sure. Like
No,
I said,
it's not.
I skimmed over them.
Well, their costume design
I know.
is fucking awesome.
That's what I said too when I was looking at I like how the
sick.
feet are exposed.
That's the version from the movie, isn't it?
I believe so, yeah.
What, the new one?
Mm-hmm.
Haven't seen it yet. I was trying to see it this weekend, but didn't get a chance to.
I honestly didn't get to see it either yet. That's
Oh shit!
yeah. I've been really wanting to.
You know what I got to see for the first time ever though?
What?
The Amazing Spider-Man, the first one. I've seen the second one like 10 times, but I've never seen the first one. No, I swear to God. I was like, oh well, I couldn't find it on anything for so long, and I was like, I'm not gonna cheat on Toby, and then I cheated on Toby.
It's really good, ain't it?
The first one, yeah, it was really good. I liked it.
Andrew Garfield is the best Spider-Man. I don't give a fuck what anyone says.
He's really good. Yeah, they're all good in their own rights.
All right. So once again, I'm gonna fuck this name up. So I am sorry. Pavitari Prabhanakara has essentially the same story as Peter Parker. The only difference is that Pavitari's story took place in India. Pavitari lived with his aunt Maya and uncle Bahim, and was in love with Murajayan. I'm dead serious. It's Meererajain. Murajain.
It's Mira Jane.
Oh,
like Mary Jane.
Oh, Mira Jane.
It's also Aunt May and Uncle Ben.
Yeah, I got those, but I was thinking like Murica when it said that. I'm stupid. Fuck that. Rather than being bitten by a radioactive spider, however, Pavitari gained his power abilities from an ancient yogi who gave him the gift to fight the evil in his world. Puppeteer's adventures were all quite clever, featuring villains incredibly similar to Spider-Man. Villains that most fans know, but with a twist that connected to Indian culture. The most prominent of his foes was Nalien Oberio, the alternate version of Norman Osborn, who used the amulet to summon demons, which possess Nalene to become a goblin-like villain. I think this guy's pretty cool.
I,
you
I
said
just like the name changes.
Yeah, I fucked those names up, dude. I was like, Naeed.
No, I just like how they just try to keep it like the original names, but like interpret it into like Indian culture or like Indian type names.
I really like what they did with Norman Osborn, how they actually gave him like an amulet that makes him summon demons and shit. That's pretty cool.
I haven't done a lot of reading towards Spider-Man India, but from what I've understood, he's actually pretty cool.
I've never read anything about him, but from what I've heard, it's about the same.
What do we think? Do we think he deserves this position of number 22?
Yeah, why
Yeah,
not?
why not?
Sounds good to me. All right, coming in at number 21, Arsenio Jr. It's cool spider suit.
He's doing
Ars-
too much.
Many of the Spider-Verse's heroes are essentially alternate versions of Peter Parker from the various different countries. Arsenio Jr. is no exception, essentially being the Spider-Man from Mexico. While his actual name and origin of his powers are still unknown, with his actual name only ever being referred to as Junior, the rest of his story is still quite similar. Arsenio's primary antagonist is Escorpion, an alternate version of Scorpion, who was responsible for taking the life of Arsenio Jr.'s father. Jr. then became a crime-fighting superhero to protect the city of Mexico.
So he's Rey Mysterio Spider-Man, just a luchador Spider-Man.
Yes,
No, I mean look at his outfit though, right?
yes, yes, he is.
I think he's pretty cool.
I think he is too.
See, it's cool because he got, or like the original Spider-Man movie, Toby got to start in the ring, and I kind of feel like this is a little bit of a callback to it.
Do we think that he belongs in this position?
I might swap him and Spider-Man India around.
Sounds good to me. Coming in next, we have at number 20, Scarlet Spider.
Oh, Ben Reilly.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Oh shit.
Bada boom.
what a character.
When I played the PS4 Spider-Man game, this was the outfit I always chose.
Yep.
It was like one of 2 or 3 that I always picked.
So, number 20, Scarlet Spider. While most of the alternate Spider-Man seem like cut and paste versions of Peter Parker with only slight differences, Ben Reilly / the Scarlet Spider is quite literally a clone of Peter Parker. In the mainstream Marvel universe, one of the Spider-Man foes, the Jackal, used Peter Parker's DNA to create an exact clone of him. However, as the clone mimicked Peter Parker's abilities and appearance, it also mimicked his personality, turning against the Jackal in order to pursue his own superhero career. He went on to be one of the most interesting Spider-Man characters in the comics, undergoing a rather interesting arc as he adapted to his life as a clone. Ben Reilly's most recent identity as Chasm made him a vicious antagonist of Peter. What do we think about number 20, Scarlet Spider, Ben Reilly?
So how do his powers compare to Peter's?
He has
They're
the
the same.
same, but
He's an exact clone with the same powers and everything?
yep,
Mhm.
but he's
Yeah, they took
also
his spider blood.
Okay.
he's also right now currently I believe he is Chasm, which I believe is I want to say a Venom-like character, but let me double check that
Mhm.
real quick.
I think it's a version of the Venom symbiote.
Let's see.
Which that would be a whole nother
Oh
fucking show.
shit! Holy fuck!
Send
Hold
it.
on, I'm sending it right now. Holy fuck, dude. Yeah, dude, he should be higher.
But are we no, because you can't count him as that. Are we counting him as this or are we counting him as
Yeah, true.
Scarlet Spider.
You're right. You're right. We'll call him as Scarlet Spider. God damn, though. I wish I would have put that in there.
Yeah, that's pretty sick,
He looks like fucking Ghost Rider.
but better.
I'm sorry. I got caught up in the conversation. Did we think that he was 20 or higher or lower?
Yeah, he deserves the spot that he's in.
I think so too.
Awesome.
Interesting fact, though. Originally, they were debating having the Scarlet Spider, Ben Reilly, be the real human, and have it turn out to be a plot twist that Peter Parker was the clone.
Damn.
And
Don't ask me
what
how.
iteration?
In the actual Marvel universe, like the main comics line.
Oh, in the comics.
Yeah, this was the 90s. Everything was edgy for edgy's sake.
Aren't they still?
A little less so, but yeah.
All right, so guys, so I thought that 2 hours was just a little bit too long for a video, so I'm actually going to be breaking this up into 2 parts. Come back on Friday, and I should have the part 2 all done. I'm just having a little bit of technical difficulties with Premiere trying to delete all of the footage that we captured. So come on back, and we'll have part 2 for you. Other than that, see ya.
闇にキラリと光る光の目安らぎ捨ててすべてを捨てて悪を追って空かける Change the apart 君はなぜ君はなぜ戦い続けるのか命をかけて一筋に無敵の男スパイダーマンスパイダーマン